Hi everyone, I'm Jordan Liker, and this is my Module 5 presentation. I thought this tweet sums up education and the goal of teachers pretty well. Never interrupt someone doing something you said couldn't be done. We want to make the impossible possible today. I think that's the goal of educators in general and teachers, is just to inspire students to be lifelong learners, push those boundaries ahead, um, and create situations and possibilities for students where they can dream big and maybe even one day create innovations that will change the world. And looking at where my middle school is compared to my district as a whole, as well as in the community in general, we have a lot of similarities, but a few key differences as well. Between the middle school and the district as a whole, the demographics are fairly similar, um, but they differ from the community that we're in that our student body is actually more diverse and has a much higher minority population than the community as a whole. We also have some slight differences in the economically disadvantaged. As a district and my school, we have some differences. My school has a definitely higher percentage of students that are economically disadvantaged than the district as a whole, and this is much higher than the community in general, where the community has about 25% of people in poverty, which is still well above the state average, but much below where my school, middle school, is. In looking at some of the similarities and differences between the teachers and students, and we have a lot of similarities, but some differences are highlighted there in the percentage that are approved for free and reduced lunches. The middle school that I'm at, has a higher percentage by several percentage points of students that are qualify for free or reduced lunches. And this increased percentage of students that are economically disadvantaged creates some unique problems and challenges for our school, that are going to they're going to require some unique solutions, and maybe different solutions in the district as a whole, to solve those challenges. And further looking at who we are and looking at the population growth over the past decade, we're increasing in enrollment. We are getting bigger, both the school and the district as a whole, and actually in recent years we've actually increased fairly substantially. And this is creating some large class sizes, and some planning is being done to help this in the future. It includes building some new buildings, and updating some facilities. And some of this is due to some new industries moving into town. We have quite a few more jobs, and so this is actually predicted to increase and continue to increase for the next several years. So how we do business in Manhattan, Ogden, USD 383. The goal is to achieve academic excellence and inspire lifelong learners who are responsible and productive global citizens. We achieve this through partnering with parents, utilize data-driven research-based practices. We use MTSS, some social emotional lessons. We provide culturally relevant instruction. We have a diverse student body, which requires us to have some culturally relevant instruction so that the individual needs of our diverse student body can be met. And we plan for the present and the future. We're in the process of constructing and updating the facilities around the district, to accommodate some increased growth, as well as updating our technology as we move to a one-to-one initiative throughout the district. And we're looking at grade level reconfigurations to better suit the needs of the students and the stakeholders of the community. And then we collaborate as a staff, and we have good professional development and professional growth. We use professional learning communities. We collaborate to review data together. And then we're in a district that rewards continued education. The district offers scholarships to teachers who want to further their education, and become more involved and have a better understanding of the district and the community as a whole. To where we are right now, with our at the middle school, compared to the district and the state, at the state assessments, really we're better than the state averages in most categories. We still have a long ways to go for where the state goals, but we're moving in the right direction for the most part. However, in the last year, we actually, in most categories, actually went down in our efficiency in the state assessments. We're moving, at least in a 1 year stretch, in the wrong direction. And so we need to figure out what we're doing, what we can do to increase our efficiencies and actually move in the right direction year after year. And we're looking at ACT scores of our high school students. All juniors take the ACT, and we are performing well. Uh, we have averages that are significantly higher than the state average. However, right now this is not equating to increased graduation rates. And so we're actually below the state average in our graduation rates. And so we need to figure out how can we increase those graduation rates and get to where we need to be in the future. And as we look at the graduation rates by subgroup, there's a wide variety of graduation rates, and we have some high and low subgroups. But as a whole, all subgroups need to increase and be more consistent in order to reach the goals of the state in the future. And so as a district, it's our mission to prepare each student to be a contributing member of society and to participate successfully in our local as well as global community. We direct students to achieve academic skills while at the same time facilitate their social and emotional development with the goal of becoming lifelong learners. And as a building, in addition to our district goals, we want to teach our students to be safe, responsible, and respectful. And so where we want to be in the future, the vision of our district is we want to work to be a premier public school system that is nationally recognized for its unparalleled student success. And so what that means for our district and building goals, we want to ensure that students are well equipped to be lifelong learners, achieve lifelong success, and grow continually. We want to ensure that the system maintains forward momentum in its organizational culture and environment, workforce talent, partner relations, and operational performance. And we want to ensure that society benefits from the organizational commitment to diversity and social inclusion, the environmental sustainability, and the service to our community. The goals of our staff are just to create an environment in which all students can demonstrate continuous academic improvement. And then the goals of our state, we want to have, by the year 2030, 75% of all students in all subgroups achieve proficient levels in testing, in reading and language arts, as well as math. And then by the year 2030, we also want 95% of all of our students in all subgroups to graduate in the 4-year adjusted cohort. So in summing up, I think this kind of sums up where we are and where we want to be. It's the little things that are vital. Little things can make those big things happen. We have some tremendous goals. We're going to take a lot of little steps to get there. It's going to take time. And so those little things that we strive for every day are vital for our success.